back to the drawing. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Great.
Thank you.
The next item is 5B, Associate Degree in Nursing Updates, and ranked as #1 nursing program in Texas, Dr. Diane Miller and Dr. Michael Martinez.
For the record, I'm Diana Miller, Dean of Health Sciences. And as you know, we are very proud of our nursing programs. And today, Dr. Michael Martinez will be presenting on the Associate Degree Nursing Program. And then after that, Ms. Tracy Humphreys, who's the VN, Vocational Nursing Program Director, will be reporting on it. We're very proud of them as well as the staff and the faculty that has made these events possible and all these great things.
Good evening, board members, LC president, faculty, and guests. Saying you did a good job is fine, but detailed praise motivates the person and team to keep striving for greatness. It feels sincere when a particular action is emphasized as an outstanding job, and we are here tonight to recognize and celebrate these accomplishments for our ADN program and the leadership that the board has given us. Very recently, the ADN program underwent its Accreditation Commission for Education in Nursing, or ACEN, site visit. This week-long site visit took a lot of hard work and dedication from not only the nursing faculty and team, but from many different professionals and departments across our college. We are proud to say that this site visit went extremely well. The site visitors were highly impressed with our leadership methods, our curriculum, and they are currently in the second round of the accreditation process, and they will get to us with the information later on this year in regards to us passing the site visit. Reflective of this hard work we have applied to our program, I am proud to say that we have received numerous grants that have been geared towards student scholarships and aid. Recently, the Summers family donated $50,000 to our nursing department, in which you, the board members, have matched, which adds to a total of $100,000. The nursing department has also received an $11,000 grant and another $33,000 grant through the NIGP Foundation. This is a nursing initiative or innovation grant program, which is an initiative to help address the state's nursing shortage. In continuation, we are very proud to say that this is year 6 in which Laredo College's ADN program has been ranked as the #1 best RN program in Texas by registerednursing.org. This is a huge accomplishment. We were ranked within 99.23%, which encompass our passage rates, tuition cost, average program length, geographic coverage, and further educational pathways and partnerships within our communities. In Laredo, I get very emotional with this because this took a lot of work. So very proud of our team. Universities that showed behind us were the University of Houston, Texas State University, and the University of Texas Medical Branch. So we outshine them. Okay. Additionally, I would like to announce that we have received our preliminary NCLEX examination passage rates just this afternoon at 1 p.m. directly from the Texas Board of Nursing. Again, I'm very proud of this. I get all emotional. And we are once again at a 100% passage rate for 2021. I want to take the time to thank each one of our board members for your fantastic job that you have given us and for your time and dedication to our nursing programs. It really means a lot to us. You have done an exceptional job by giving us your support, which has made a huge difference throughout the college and beyond. I would like to introduce our excellent nursing faculty and leaders. First and foremost, College of Health Sciences Dean, Dr. Miller. Dr. Manuel Gonzalez. Ms. Melissa Didry. Ms. Jane Yo. Ms. Jeanette Johnson. Mr. Adrian Ramirez. And Ms. Nancy Bella. I am confident that they feel rewarded and recognized under your support and your leadership. Once again, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. It means a lot.
Chair recognizes Dr. Ramirez.
Madam Chair, trustees, this is a huge accomplishment for our college again. I think it is evident within our faculty and our leadership. I would also like to mention the guidance of our academic program. Our Vice President and Provost for Academic Affairs, Dr. Maricela Rodriguez Tijerina, because all of them work together as a team. And certainly none of this would be possible without the support of everyone else. And so this is an accomplishment, not just, and yes, it's yours. Use it, take it, honor it, wear it, right? But it's an accomplishment for the entire institution. I think it merits to say, if every department on our campus ran like the nursing program, we'd have no issues ever, because the nurses are, whoa. And so thank you all very much for what you do every day, your continued tenacity to make sure that our students continue to do well was evident in the Summers family when Mr. Summers said to me in his final days, every person I spoke to at every clinic and at every hospital, when I asked, where did you go to school? And they proudly said, Laredo College, made him realize that the work that we were doing here was not only effective, but something that he could be very proud of, and he was. And so congratulations to all of you. Continue your quest. I know there's a lot more to come, and we've got numerous ideas, and with the support of our community and our trustees, we can continue to grow the program. So thank you, Michael. I know you've poured your heart and soul into this as well. And so congratulations to all of you. Thank you. You want to take the picture? Or do you want to do?
Let me do 5C.
Okay.
Congratulations again. This is awesome. I'm going to continue with 5C, which is the Texas Board of Nursing approval, status for vocational nursing, Dr. Diane Miller and Ms. Tracy Humphreys.
Hello again. For the record, Dr. Diana Miller, Dean of Health Sciences, and we're very proud of our vocational nursing program, which Ms. Tracy Humphrey is going to explain about. But also just to let you know, we have doubled the number of nurses in that program, and we are very proud of that, and with the faculty as well.
For the record, my name is Tracy Humphreys, and I'm the vocational nursing program director and also a vocational nursing instructor. Welcome. Good evening, board president, members, trustees, and guests. I come before you this evening to highlight a few of our accomplishments over the last year. In August 2022, we graduated our largest vocational nursing cohort in Laredo College's history. 76 students completed the program and were ready to sit for the licensure exam. Since then, students have passed their exams and entered the workforce, securing local employment. And some have chosen to come back to Laredo College to continue their education. We currently have 79 students enrolled who will be ready for graduation this August. In July 2022, we received our regular Texas Board of Nursing site visit. During this site visit, Laredo College administration, faculty, and students shared details of our program with the Board of Nursing. In late fall of 2022, we received the wonderful news that our BM program is fully approved with 0 recommendations. Simply put, we scored exceptionally. I would like to recognize the faculty members who made this possible. Ms. Blanca Corona, Dr. Esmeralda Gutierrez, Ms. Jennifer Hernandez, Ms. Marilisa Martinez, Ms. Norma Martinez, Ms. Rosalinda Montemayor, Ms. Guadalupe Navarro, and Ms. Nancy Vela. I would also like to recognize our leader and our mentor, the Dean of Health Sciences, Dr. Diana Miller. Thank you, Laredo College administrators, board members for your support. We look forward to the future plans that we have as we continue our legacy in nursing. And these nurses help support our community and all of our healthcare needs. So thank you so much for your support.
Chair recognizes Dr. Ramirez.
Yes, thank you, Tracy. And thank you to your team as well. I think what has developed is the trajectory of the nursing field within our college. And as they start in any one of our programs, because of the Health Science Center, where all of the programs are located, they start to visit with each other and they start to realize, well, if I finish this program, why can't I do the next one and the next one? And when we had our graduation ceremonies last fall, which was my first graduation ceremony, we had a couple of people who had started in the phlebotomy program and had gone all the way through and finished their BSN and took every single one of our programs. And so the development of our health professionals here at Laredo College is something that all of you can be very proud of. Certainly, I know our team is very proud of, and through the guidance and leadership of Dr. Miller, Dr. Pierina, and Ms. Humphreys and Dr. Martinez, they're going to continue to do great things for us and for our community. So congratulations to all of you. I'm very proud to be a part of your team. Thank you all very much.
Picture.
We'll do the first picture, which is the associate degree nursing program and their faculty, and then we'll do the vocational nursing program. Is that okay? Yes? All right. Dr. Michael, will you bring up your team? We have 5 more. There you go.
Congratulations again. This is awesome for our nursing program. I know all our board members are excited to hear all the great things that you all continue doing. And our community is very excited of us producing excellent nurses because it's a much needed profession right now. So thank you again for everything that you continue doing for us. I'm sure the board will continue supporting you and be here for you. Thank you again.
Go nursing, go. That's for Esteban, but unfortunately he can't be here.
Next item we have is 5D, Leadership Women 2023, Dr. Minita Ramirez.
Yes, Madam Chair. So one of the initiatives that I want to foster is creating the opportunity for our faculty and staff to participate in leadership development. And Women's Leadership of Texas is an organization that was started by Ann Richards many years ago. One which I've had the opportunity to participate in numerous times, not only as a participant, but as a keynote speaker and as a speaker. Anyway, and so this year, I'm proud to announce that we have 2 of our members that will be attending this year's leadership program. It is an opportunity for our team members to participate in 4 site visits across the state of Texas for their weekends, but it's 4 site visits and get an opportunity to interact with women. 200 women is usually the class from all parts of the state of Texas. And so we get an opportunity to share what we're doing, and at the same time, they get an opportunity to learn from other women in other parts of the state of Texas and what they're doing. And so this year's the vice presidents got together and we nominated different people, and then we came to a consensus, and the 2 that we selected this year are Dr. Veronica Martinez and Hortensia Gonzalez. And so I want to tell you a little bit about Hortensia. She's here with us today. Hortensia, where are you? Hortensia teaches in our radiology, technology, and diagnostic medicine sonography program. And they're both under her direction. And she's been with the college since 2018. She started as an adjunct professor. And of course, now she leads the program. She is a product of Laredo College. We're very proud of her success and the success that the program is having. And we wanted to give her an opportunity to grow and learn at the same time through this program. And so we're very excited to recognize her today. The second person that will be attending, and she couldn't be with us today, is Dr. Veronica Martinez. And she has 31 years of experience in higher education, and she's been leading with Dr. Ariasola, our SACS accreditation, and she holds numerous awards and numerous recognitions as well. And so we're very proud of both of our candidates that will be attending this year. I'd like to ask Hortensia to join us. I have a little recognition from the board for her, but importantly, we're very confident in that they're going to represent us well in women's leadership. So thank you all very much. Thank you, Hortensia. Congratulations.
Next meeting. Congratulations, ladies. Next item I have is 5E, introduction of personnel actions, Dr. Benita Ramirez.
Madam Chair, we have a few new hirees and some reassignments. With us today as a new hiree, computer aid drafting and design instructor, Paul E. Bretzker. Did I pronounce that right, Paul? Bretzker? Welcome to Laredo, sir. And thank you for joining us tonight. Congratulations. Yalimar Villarreal, she's an academic success coach. Congratulations. Christopher A. Jones, psychology instructor. Welcome, Christopher. Alejandra Hernandez, financial aid coordinator at the South Campus. Not able to join us tonight, we have Jose de Jesus Garcia, he's a career navigator at the South Campus. Maria Paola Arellano, counseling and disability services assistant, and Arturo Arriaga, assessment assistant, GED examiner at the South Campus. These are our new hirees and a couple of transfers. So thank you all for being here. Congratulations to our new employees. Welcome to the Laredo College family.
Congratulations again and welcome. The next item is that we have is number 6, Faculty Senate Report. Mr. Cash Nathaniel.
Good evening. Madam President, and Madam Vice President. Just wanted to say all the Madam Presidents and Vice Presidents, it feels good to say that. And esteemed members of the board, faculty, staff, and students as well. My name is Prakash Mantanhani. I serve as president for the record of the Faculty Assembly, the Senate, and I'm a professor here of government at Laredo College. On behalf of the faculty, Senate, I would like to take a moment to welcome and congratulate the new Board of Trustees members. It's a pleasure to see you all. I know we met previously at the forums that our students held. And so that was a wonderful opportunity to get to know you all there and to hear your ideas, work with you all. And then now at this level to work with you all as well. I can only say we are beyond excited to work with you and every Board of Trustees members that we have worked with over the years. And so congratulations to both of you and to all three of you, as a matter of fact, with Judge Martinez as well. So congratulations to all three. Though we have new board members, we have returning board members, still congratulations for all three. On behalf of the Faculty Senate, although there's still a few of them left, I would like to congratulate the nursing team for its incredible or continued incredible accomplishments. The president's comments a few moments ago about how it takes everyone to accomplish those goals reminds me of the old adage that is often said, it takes a village. And I think that, again, like the president said, not to take away from that, but it reminds me of an incredible work that we're doing here at the college, from the advisors who help these students apply for the program, from the professors in different departments who help these students complete the prerequisites like English and psychology and anatomy and physiology, to the advisors who help them figure out how to apply to get into the program and what courses to take in student advising center or over at the nursing department, or the faculty and champions who work with them year after year to help them succeed in their classes, and to the faculty of the BSN, the ADN, and the LBN, their colleagues in the other departments, along with their directors, deans, and vice presidents, are incredibly proud of you and you all and your efforts. And so I'm proud to call myself a colleague of your efforts, Dr. Miller and Dr. Michael and Dr. Rodriguez and the president of our college as well in those efforts. I would like to announce, in the spirit of community, the Faculty Senate is holding its first ever Fun Fest booth. And so I know, like I've said several times, we come over here, we talk about what we want and what we want and what we don't want and what we don't want, but sometimes it's more important to talk about. And this is something the president and I have talked about, and she's inspired me to do more. She's often said, okay, well, it's like that old adage I say earlier, what can you do? As they say, that's not what your country can do, but what you can do for it. And so that has inspired me to say, well, what can we do? And although this Fun Fest is a small thing, it's still a thing of the community. And so what the Faculty Senate is doing for the first time ever is having a booth. And what we're doing is we're going to have a spelling bee. And so we're going to challenge children, adults, and students and faculty and staff, whoever comes by of all ages, to spell words, and they earn little small prizes, whether they sometimes whether they spell correctly or not, just the opportunity, the chance, right? And an opportunity for the Faculty Senate to get some of its people out there and to have a booth that has faculty from every department together working for something that the president has inspired us and the vice president has inspired us to do, which is to give back in any way that you can. So I'm proud to announce that today. So thank you, Dr.
What the prizes say Laredo College.
Actually, I'm trying to get your office to donate to the prize. Well, in that vein, guess what we're calling the spelling bee? I think I sent you an email. It's going to be called the Igniting Excellence Spelling Bee, which I think is appropriate for what we're doing at the college. So it really sends that message, what we're doing here, which is sharing information, challenging students to be better, or challenging the community to be better. So it's a small thing, but it's a step in that right direction. So that's kind of cool, and I'm excited about that since it's the first time. Very quickly here, I wanted to mention that I did meet with administration, worked with the president, and I wanted to give you an update. At the last board meeting, or one of the last board meetings, we announced the Faculty Senate's donation drive, that we're working together with Sacred Heart on the backpack drive. And fortunately, we were finally able to confirm that they still need them as we work through this out and put a price tag. And so we're right just at about 400, which is a small first effort to help out. So as we get details together on how we're going to raise those funds, we'll share them accordingly as it stands. So just wanted to give you an idea where we're at. And so the good thing is that they still need those backpacks. And so we've looked into it and talked to wholesalers and that sort of thing to get something durable and lasting. Another real quick item, it's the last item here, and that is I wanted to mention another thing that the faculty is working on. You've heard me come up here before and talk about one of the initiatives that Dr. Rodriguez started some years ago, and that's the Center of Teaching Excellence and Learning. I've talked about all like the exciting workshops that faculty have to take. And one of the recent workshops that we're in the process of developing today, as a matter of fact, just came from that meeting, is a workshop on how to shift away from the proctoring culture that has embraced universities and colleges or locked them in, where we have cameras now pointing at students as they take their tests. And students have not been deterred to not cheat. They have just found different ways to do it. And so some call it an epidemic of cheating, whereas some of us say, maybe we need to go a step further and redesign, reevaluate, and reimagine the kind of assignments that we give students. Perhaps there is an adage to say that some of our assignments are encouraging this. So the onus is on us to recreate these assignments in a way that, guess what, cheating isn't just an option here. Because you have to complete a project, you have to show effort, you have to get involved, you have to engage in your learning. So we're working with that. And what's cool is the AI technology that's coming out now. I'm not going to say what it's called just yet because I don't want to talk about it publicly, but there's a software out there some of you have heard of that is powerful. And what we are doing, and I hope this is something that we can then share with other colleges and universities, is getting ahead of the curve and saying, how do we get in front of this artificial intelligence and turn it around for our benefit so that we can help students use it to become better versions of themselves and to add to student success. Because there's some pretty interesting technology out there that could have written this whole speech for me. Not saying it did. It's got a couple of letters in it, right? And of course, last but not least, thank you. Thank you on behalf of the Faculty Senate, the faculty and staff that we represent in the Faculty Senate, for giving us an opportunity to come up here, to meet with you in your office, to meet with you all on the committees that we worked on, to work with the Vice President and all of the other staff. There's not a day that I take that for granted. So I'm very happy to have the opportunity to continue working with you all. So again, welcome to the new members. I look forward to working with everyone here today to make this college better than it is. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. The next item we have is number 7, Associated Student Organization Report. Ms. Maricela Lopez.
Board members, president, guests, and administrators. My name is Maricela Lopez, president of the Associated Student Organization, and today I'm going to talk about our student report. As part of our welcome week, we had a comedian whose name is Azim. We had a lot of fun. We were laughing all about in the Keaton Center, and it was a great start for this upcoming semester. Then ASO, us students, we organized a student service fair with we hosted it here in the 4th Macintosh campus. We had 16 departments providing students with information on their services. ASO is looking forward on making this an annual event. We're planning on hosting a student service fair at the South Campus. Okay. We also had a trip which was named College Day. Students who were enrolled as work studies and as officers or members of several clubs attended College Day at the Texas State Capitol. We had the opportunity of getting to know our representatives. We had a great time and we learned how representatives do their great job in justice. Plus, we also have live tips with them. And lastly, we had a Student Leadership Academy workshop. This workshop was presented by Bill Suggs. He did an awesome job by helping us learn how to be great leaders and how to administer our finances. And as he always does, he gave us life tips and life hacks. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. The next item I have is number 8, Classified Staff Council Report. Ms. Elizabeth Calderon.
Good evening, board members, Mr. President, administration, and guests. My name, for the record, is Elizabeth Calderon, and welcome back. I can hear a lot of positive news. So we're off to a good start of the year. So positive vibes, everyone. I'm the new elected president of the Classified Staff Council, and I have our officers here who are gonna introduce themselves.
Hello, my name is Clara Tovar. I work at the purser's office. I've been there for 17 years. I joined the club and I'm the treasurer. Nice to meet everybody.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Hannah Jaimes. I am a lab assistant in child development, so I work with Ms. Calderon. I am the secretary. Good evening. For the record, I'm Melissa Gonzalez. I work at the Office of the Admissions, and my position is Sergeant at Arms. Our vice president couldn't be here with us for personal reasons, but his name is Derek Crooks. He works at the South Campus with Protective Services. And I work with Child Development Culinary Arts at the South Campus. I'm the faculty secretary. Last year, we did the last function, which was we collected blankets from both campuses and we donated them to the Bethany House. You know how this winter was so cold. So we decided to give to the community. And when we went to donate them, they were so happy, so excited. I mean, they said, you don't know how you're gonna help these families. And they have a lot of children there. So we did collect a lot of blankets. So I just wanted to report that old news, but it's good news.
No, we did it before the cold came in, so they were super excited about to receive them and they were grateful too.
Good. And on the new business, we're so excited to participate at the Fun Fest. We're gonna have a booth. It's gonna be a luau, so be on the lookout. No mixed drinks or anything, okay? We're gonna be selling drinks, non-alcoholic, waters, juices, Gatorade. So we're gonna do it on donations. So it's all gonna be profit for us, so we can give back to the community and also for our councils, and the faculty. I'm sorry, I got nervous. Did you already eat, Ms. President? So you don't have to bite me, because last time you said, we don't bite. Okay, so I'm getting nervous. No, for all the classified staff. Okay, we have some ideas, some new events that we want to do, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, and we invite everybody to go by our booth and say hi. And if we can provide anything, water stuff,
Non-alcoholic. So thank you so much. God bless everyone, and we look forward to seeing you all at our booth. Okay, Hawaiian luau.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies, for participating in the Classified Staff Council and your report. We appreciate it, and we'll see you at Fun Fest. Next item is number 9, the consent agenda.
Move to approve, items 9A through 9G, Madam Chair.
Second.
Madam Chair, if I may, if we can, remove 9A, that item was not discussed in committee and will be discussed, at a later board meeting.
So 9A has been deferred.
Yes, ma'am.
So I have a motion by Mr. Martinez to approve 9B through 9G. And I have a second by Mrs. Ramos. Yes, sir. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item I have is discussion and possible action. 10A, gifts, donations, grants, and endowments report. Dr. Diana Ortiz, Ms. Sara A. Pomba.
Good evening, Board President, members of the board, President Ramirez, LC leadership, community leaders, and guests. My name is Dr. Diana Ortiz, and I'm the VP of Institutional Advancement. I'm going to be deferring the action to Ms. Sara Pompa. She will be covering the report regarding all of the grants, and then I will go over some additional items.
Thank you, Dr. Ortiz.
Good evening, Madam Chair, board members, President Ramirez, fellow employees of the college. Sara Alicia Pompa for the record. I wanted to report, to bring forth to you all, the completion of our quarterly report for for 2022. We have a total for third quarter, we have $107,330.70. For fourth quarter of 2022, we amounted $1,620,104 for a year-to-date amount of $2,369,465.70. If you will allow me, I would like to provide a very quick breakdown of the actual fourth quarter reporting, which amounts to $1,620,104. We had businesses, clubs, organizations, foundations, individual family members, and trusts, among which we have organizations like PNC, which provided us with money for the purchase of a software program for the transportation, for the logistics and transportation center that we will soon have. We also have AEP Texas, Sames, Women's City Club, Lulette Council number 7, the Cesar Chavez Memorial Alliance, the LC Presidential Scholarship. We have a Luzba Endowment. We have from Clara Lovina Cyrus Foundation for scholarships, from AEP Foundation for the Lineman Tech program that will be effected through Continuing Ed Department, from Rio South Texas, from Guadalupe Lidia Martinez Foundation for nursing and Baylor scholarship, from South Texas Outreach Foundation to include various scholarships. We also have private citizens, and we also have other fundraising, other donations rather, that came in from various employees of the college. And we also have from trusts such as the Raymond M. Gutierrez and Nova P. Gutierrez Charitable Trust for an endowment of $50,000. And we also have from the Fernando Salinas Trust, the mansion that is located at 1620 Clark, worth an estimated $1,200,000. Now, if I may, out of that whole $2,369,945, we have a total $62,367 that were grants. And if I may, I will also like to share with you 4 fundraising campaigns, if you will, that have been effected since August of 2022. The first one being the Presidential Scholarship that was instituted during the investiture of President Ramirez. That one, we have a total of $7,050 for scholarship purposes. The next one I would like to mention is the Employee Annual Giving Campaign. I would like to point out that prior to this, we had employees participating in the United Way campaign, but these were funds that were dispersed to other organizations affiliated with United Way, not necessarily staying here with us. But we now have instituted the annual employee giving campaign, which we started as of December of 2022. We had a total of 20 employees of the college participating, and we raised, as of now, a total of $5,041. The other initiative that I would like to bring to your attention is the Carol E. Summers Jr. Mr. South Texas Nursing Endowment, which was created in January, early January. And I would like to share with you that we have received as of now, in addition to the endowment that was set forth by the family members of Carol Summers in the amount of $50,000, we have received a total of $75,450. And we are pending a commitment of $10,000 from 2 additional donors, which will place us at a total of $84,450 for this endowment, plus the match. I will have Dr. Ortiz mention that. And the last fundraising initiative that I would like to mention is in regard to the 75th anniversary of the college. We have to date received a total of $34,000 from various community members.
for sponsorship of our event. And we have pending funds or committed funds, as of now, in the amount of $51,900, which would bring us to a total for the 75th anniversary of $85,900. And we're still out there in the community trying to bring in additional funding. Any questions?
No, thank you.
Thank you.
The next item we have is 10C, which is ratification of donor requested endowment matching funds, Dr. Diane Ortiz and Ms. Sara Pompa.
Again, Dr. Diana Ortiz, Vice President of Institutional Advancement, for the record. Today, I'm requesting approval for the donor requested regular scholarship matching fund regarding the funds that have been established by the donor and alumni department. The donor funds have already been secured, and the donors are requesting a dollar for dollar match. There are 3 scholarships that we're looking at. One is the Patsy Gonzalez Upward Bound Scholarship of $10,000. Ms. Gonzalez was a member of Upward Bound through Laredo College and is now the co-owner of Olympia International, and is an extremely successful individual here. And she wanted to give back in light of all the great things that are happening here to the college, and specifically wanted it designated to Upward Bound. The next one is Ms. Estela G. Perez Scholarship of $10,000. And then the last one, the Presidential Scholarship of $2,000, the LULAC Council number 7 scholarship. The total regular scholarship matching request is $22,000, and matching funds would be made available through the scholarship match account, Fund 280809, and it would be pending a budget transfer.
Just for the record, this is 10B, right?
Yes.
So move to approve.
Okay, so it's 10B. So I have a motion by Mr. Delgado, I have a second by Ms. Vela. Any discussion? None heard, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. So now 10C is a ratification of donor requests and endowment matching funds, Dr. Diana Ortiz and Ms. Sara Pompa.
Diana Ortiz, for the record, once again. Today, I'm requesting approval for the donor endowment matching fund. The endowment fund has been established by the Donor and Alumni Relations Department. The endowment fund has been secured, and donors are requesting a dollar for dollar match. As mentioned earlier, this would be for the Carol E. Summers Jr., Mr. South Texas endowment, LC Nursing Endowment of $50,000. The donors are his children, Mr. Robert Summers and Miss Shelley Summers. The total endowment matching request is for $50,000. The matching fund would be made available through the TikTok Restricted Scholarship Account Fund 268077-550001 and etc. on the account. A non-general operating fund pending budget transfer.
Second.
So I have a motion by Mrs. Ramos and I have a second by Mr. Delgado. Any discussion? None heard, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you, and I just want to add that on behalf of the entire institutional advancement team, we cannot thank the board enough for everything that you all are doing in supporting our president and supporting our leadership and helping make these things happen. There's a lot of excitement on what's going on at Laredo College today, and it makes our job easier when we're visiting with the community leaders, when we're talking about programs, and we're being led by a fierce leader that is boots on the ground, making all the requests that are needed, not only for programs, but for our institutional advancement team. It's just truly appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The next item we have is 10D, adopt a resolution of support for the Texas Commission on Community College Finance Recommendations. So I move that the Laredo College Board of Trustees adopt a resolution of support for the recommendations issued by the Texas Commission on Community College Finance to the 88th Texas Legislature.
Second.
So I have a second by Ms. Yandel. Any discussion? Board recognizes Mr. Garcia.
I think it may be more appropriate if I go ahead and I read the resolution
Okay,
and offer it.
okay.
Except I don't have it. I do not. Oh, well, can you change yours to a motion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a resolution though.
No, but you need
Okay.
You gotta read it.
Okay.
I'll rescind my second and make a motion to adopt a resolution of the board for the Texas Commission on Community College Finance recommendations.
Second.
There's the second, and now he reads the resolution.
Okay. So I have a motion by Ms. Yandel and I have a second
Sorry.
by Mr. Delgado, and Mr. Garcia will read the resolution.
Resolution in support for the Texas Commission on Community College Finance recommendations, whereas the state of Texas established the Texas Commission on Community College Finance to evaluate community college funding and improve student outcomes through alignment with state post-secondary goals. Whereas the Texas Commission on Community College Finance developed their recommendations with input from various stakeholders, including business leaders, lawmakers, college officials, students, and trustees. Whereas the recommendations are a historic opportunity to obtain finance funding to ensure post-secondary student success. Whereas the recommendations include performance-based funding based on measurable outcomes. Whereas the recommendations include much-needed support for workforce development to produce credentials of value in high-demand fields. Whereas the recommendations include support for students enrolling in dual credit programs. Whereas the recommendations would provide support to economically and educationally disadvantaged students as well as adult learners. Therefore, be it resolved, Board of Trustees of Laredo College officially declares its support for the recommendations issued to the 88th Texas Legislature by the Texas Commission on Community College Finance. Be it further resolved that this resolution be included in the permanent minutes of this board, adopted this 31st day of January 2023 by the Board of Trustees of Laredo College. Signed, Mr. Lupita Cepeda, Board President. Board of Trustees, Ms. Jackie Levin Ramos, Board Secretary, Board of Trustees.
Chair recognizes Mrs. Ramos.
Mr. Garcia, just a clarification. Ms. Cepeda was right, making her motion, and with this, we have a second. All you needed to do was read the resolution, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we were okay, but the change with the motion was she rescinded, and then she made the motion herself, and who seconded? Mr. Delgado. Okay.
Chair recognizes Mr. Muir.
Yes, can everyone hear me? Yes, just my input, Ms. Jackie Levin Ramos's comments were correct. First motion is read was fine, and it was appropriate to read a resolution into the record that, among other things, helps the public understand what the board is approving.
Thank you. Any other discussion? None heard. I'm going to call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The next item is executive session. At this time, I'm going to recommend we go into executive session. The time is now 7:02 p.m. and the board will adjourn into executive session pursuant to sections 551.071, 551.074. I think they're all the same. Of the Texas Government Code to discuss agenda item. Do I have a motion? So I have a motion by Mr. Delgado, I have a second by Mrs. Ramos. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We'll be back. Thank you. We're reconvening from closed session. The time is now 8:02 PM. And the board took no action in executive session. Will take appropriate action on items if necessary as discussed in closed session. Next item that we have is 12A. Non-renewal of employment contract of a Laredo College faculty member.
Madam Chair.
Chair recognizes Mrs. Ramos.
I make a motion that I move that the Laredo College Board of Trustees non-renew the employment contract of the Laredo College faculty member referenced in agenda item 11B.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? Second from Ms. Vela and Mr. Martinez. Any discussion? None heard. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item we have is information, number 13, information, communication, and the president's report. 13A, enrollment report, Dr. Fred Solis.
Good evening, Madam President, esteemed board members, President Ramirez, LC administration and staff. Fred Solis, for the record, Vice President for Student Success and Enrollment. Presenting alongside with me tonight, we have Ms. Jessica Trevino.
Good evening, board members, Madam President of Laredo College, administrators, faculty, staff, and guests.
So tonight, we're going to present an update on the spring enrollment for spring 2023 semester. For our new board members, we just like to make a few clarifications. Our spring semester actually includes a short mini term called the winter semester, which already concluded. It ran from December the 19th through January the 6th, and that was a 3-week term semester that started at the end of last year. Our regular spring semester is 16 weeks, and that runs from January the 17th and May through May the 12th. That is the session that's currently in play right now. Now, there's quite a few other shorter term semesters that have already started as well, and those enrollment numbers are also included in tonight's report as well. Coming up, we'll have a second start, which we're calling the spring second start, and that's a short term, 8-week term. That will come up on March the 30th and run through May the 12th. Again, the winter semester consists solely of online courses, whereas the regular spring semester includes in-person, online, and hybrid. And the upcoming short-term, 8-week term, second start consists also of mainly online courses. In terms of our enrollment numbers for spring, I want to call attention to the bottom half of your presentation, where you'll see the numbers. We have, let me see if I can move this out of the way. So down at the bottom, we have our enrollment for spring 2022, which was last year's enrollment at 9,226, followed by our preliminary number for this spring, which is at 9,368. Well, the difference here is 142 students for an increase of 1.54% increase versus last spring semester. When we take a look at the breakdown of how that materializes, we notice that that in terms of non-dual credit students, we were short 76 students compared to last year, and that translated to about 1.79% drop in the non-dual student base. However, when we take a look at our dual enrollment, that's where the majority of the jump occurred, with 208 more students than last year, for a total of 4.69% increase in dual enrollment students. For our winter semester, we also had a successful winter semester. We actually had 10 more students this winter semester than we had last year, and that percentage increase is amounts to about 1.81% increase. In terms of our semester credit hours, keep in mind the semester credit hours are important for our revenue generation component. This is determining our tuition and fee revenue. In comparing last year to this year, last spring, we had 61,774 semester credit hours that were generated by that term, whereas currently our preliminary numbers are at 64,438. That translates into a 2,664 semester credit hour increase, which is the equivalent of about 4.31% increase versus last spring. When we break that out, our semester credit hours in the non-dual enrollment population of students, we were short 174 semester credit hours as of today, which translates in less than half of a percentage behind from where we were last year. Whereas in our dual enrollment, we have 968 additional semester credit hours ahead of last year, which is a positive 4.5% increase from last year. Our winter semester, again, 1,870 semester credit hours ahead of last year.
Hold on. Dr. Solis, may I make a comment on the previous slide?
Chair recognizes Dr. Ramirez.
Yes, so on the spring, are you on the spring contact hours? That one. So one of the observations, no, keep going, one more. That one. So one of the observations here to make is that if you look at the difference in the number of hours, people are taking more hours. So the benefit to that for us is that what we want is for students to enroll full-time. The majority of our students right now are enrolled part-time or taking one class at a time. And so the charge is that we increase the number of hours students take, so we increase the time to degree. We speed up the time to degree, and one of the measures in the new financing structure is going to be time to degree. And so if a student is gonna take 5 years to get an associate's, it's gonna hurt the college long-term, but it also hurts the student long-term, because the earning capacity of that student now is delayed from 1 year or 18 months to 5 years later. And so the idea is, how do we generate more contact hours? How do we generate more semester credit hours? Is in our advising students to take more classes. That also keeps them engaged. And our retention numbers will go up, which is another measure. So thank you. I'm sorry for.
No problem. Let me come back to the semester credit hours. One point to make here on the semester credit hours is the majority of our semester credit hours, which generates the tuition and fee revenue for the college, comes from our non-dual enrollment population. Whereas in the dual enrollment, because of the agreements that we have with our local ISDs, they don't necessarily pay tuition and fees, but they do generate semester credit hours, as well as the contact hours, as were pointed out by President Ramirez, which is what determines currently our state funding. So then coming back to the contact hour slides, I'm happy to report here that in terms of contact hours, as it currently stands, we have 48,384 contact hours ahead of last year, which is about a 4% increase compared to last year. The good thing about the contact hours is that this is what the state uses for formula funding, and they fund all the contact hours that are generated by the college.
Very good.
Any questions on any of the numbers before we proceed to the next portion of the presentation? So
we're up. That's all I'm saying. We're up.
Yeah,
That's commendable.
Yeah.
Very, very commendable.
And so the next portion of the presentation, I'm going to call on our Associate Vice President for Enrollment Management, that's Jessica Trevino, who will explain to you all the different efforts that are put into play currently to make these numbers happen. And so it doesn't happen by chance, it's all due to effort.
Thank you. Hello again, Jessica Trevino, Associate Vice President for Enrollment Management for the record. So I have the privilege to oversee 7 offices that directly impact the enrollment numbers that we just presented to all of you. I'm not going to go into detail unless, of course, you have any questions regarding what each office is doing, but I did break them down for you in terms of what we're in progress right now, which is what we've seen and overseen the processes that have happened within the last 4 months that I've been here. And the to-do items that you see at the bottom of each column is what we're looking forward to in completing within the next 4 months, so that we have some processes aligned and in place for the beginning of the fall 2023 term, which will be crucial for our enrollment as well. So in the admissions office, we are redesigning our front door step, like we like to mention. We want to make sure that what we are receiving in the student's application is what we actually need, aligning it with the reporting purposes that we're going to be having or coming along with the legislative session. We are preparing to be able to turn out from our reporting diversity, equity, and inclusion, veteran student status, basic needs, special needs for the students that they may need. So we are preparing our Apply Texas application to make sure we're capturing all of this information. Alongside with that, we're rebranding and reimaging a little bit of what we call our different letters that are sent out to students. So our admissions letter and our missing information letter, our documentation, the way we acquire documents from the student, that is being redesigned so that it opens the door for all of our student populations so that they're able to come in to the university. In addition, to the college, excuse me. In addition to that, we're moving forward with digitalizing a lot of our forms. So we are making sure that these are available online and for all students to access at any point. And in the near future, provide banner trainings for anybody who's interested in learning what our student information system has the capacity of doing. Banner is the system that we use across campus to keep record of the students and be able to move them along the line. In addition to that, we are introducing our inquiry cards under the recruitment and dual enrollment. This is crucial for everybody that is in some way, shape, or form affiliated to the college, because our inquiry card will capture any information for a prospective student. So this is a digital inquiry card that will be housed in our website. And if you ever come across a prospective student, the only thing you would have to do is guide them to this short form. And the moment they input their information, our recruitment and dual enrollment team will get their information and do the outreach that we need to. So instead of just giving out our business card, we're asking them to give us their information so that we capture them in our system at that moment and we begin communication as soon as possible.
And we're gonna add, sorry, but I have to say this, we're gonna add a QR code to that. So you all, on the back of your cards, business cards, eventually, you're gonna have a QR code and you're gonna say, here's the card, go to the QR code and you can apply. And it'll take them directly to the inquiry card.
So we're just trying to minimize the number of steps that the student has to do before they reach our front door here. Preview days presentations, you're more than welcome to visit us on any of our preview days. We recently had a preview day with over 150 students in attendance. It was an outstanding preview day. They're ready to come back for their second visit coming up this month of February. So we're excited to have them on campus. Under financial aid, we're working on the redesigning of the award letters. Whenever we're issuing out award letters, financial aid packages, and award letters to the students, we want to make sure that they're the juiciest that they're going to get from the beginning. When a student receives an award letter, they're obviously comparing us to other institutions whom already offered them some type of package. So we want to make sure that we're offering them that package up front, and together in collaboration with donor relations, we're hoping that we are able to offer those scholarships from the get-go so that the student in the decision-making process alongside their family have that option ready to go. In addition to financial aid, we have two very important projects that are coming down, which is Scholarship Universe. It is the compiling of all of the scholarships that donor relations has been able to acquire and anything that's been coming in one place. One Scholarship Universe where the student will be able to apply. The student creates a profile and they are matched to the different scholarship applications that they already qualify for. Internal and external already vetted scholarships. So this should increase the number of scholarships that our students are receiving to continue their education.
And those are offered before, so that we're not giving it after the fact, we're using it actually as a recruitment tool.
So that we're able to compete with schools who offer on the spot admissions and scholarship opportunities at the same time. In addition to that, we're incorporating a true cost calculator. So when the students receive their financial aid award letter and their scholarship awards, they can actually go in there and compare our true cost with what it would cost them versus their financial aid package to attend our institution. So that is something that we're continuing to work with. Again, the assessment center, another office that we're overseeing, we're working with their partnerships. Anybody and anyone in the affiliated to our college will be able to have access to our inquiry card. So they will be able to be another avenue where we acquire prospective students who come and take a test of any sort, so that we're able to capture all that information. Registrar's office, we do have a lot of projects coming down the pipeline, especially with the way our students are registering and the process for registration. We do want to make sure that that we make the process easy for the student. Currently, our schedule has a lot of internal coding that the student kind of has to figure out when registering for a class. We want to make sure that we clearly define if a student is at the main campus or if a class is at the south campus, excuse me, so that the student can pick their schedule to the best of their convenience and in the correct places. So we're working on the schedule viewing details, on the archiving of the academic calendars and internal calendars, so that we standardize as much as we can these dates, so that we educate our students that these dates are always going to be a constant, that the drop date for non-payment is a constant, that the census date is a constant, so that we're not switching these on them and then they don't know where they are. We want to make sure we start creating that culture of consistency so that we're able to help them educate there. And then, of course, another very big project with the registrar's office is our DegreeWorks. Our DegreeWorks is a system or software that will exactly tell the student what courses they are pending to register for, so that they're able to do so as early as possible. So it is a degree audit system. And right now it's currently being scribed. The Office of the Registrars, in conjunction with our student support services, are working on the scribing, the technological term, of the sequence of the courses. So a student will be able to go in there and they'll know exactly what class is next in their degree plan. With veteran services, well, that's a brand new creation of a center for the veteran services. So in addition to providing support, educational support for our students, we're hoping that we are going to be able to bring out community resources for our veteran student population, for them or their dependents. In addition to that, we're starting to do outreach to hopefully create our ROTC program on campus, so that we're able to continue cultivating a culture where we serve our veteran students. And last but not least, under the Enrollment Management Office, we are obviously participating in a lot of the things that I already mentioned, but very important to mention here, our recruitment and marketing strategic plan for the 2023-2024 year. We are already working with that. So recruitment always works a year ahead of where we are. So right now, I already have to have aligning all of my publications for the incoming class of fall 2024. So the students that are going to come in fall 2024, I need to start recruiting them now as juniors in high school, so that I'm able to work with them an entire year. So that's what the recruitment and marketing strategic plan will do, to ensure that what we are going to offer as a college in fall 24, we're already putting in front of them. So that's very good. That's where we're trying to head. And last but not least, we are working, we will be working alongside with Provost Office and academics for what we call our program inventory. Obviously, one of my main tasks is to try to grow enrollment for the traditional students, dual enrollment, and anybody who just wants to come in. In order to do that, we do need to make sure we have a program inventory, capacities versus enrollment, because I need to know that although our nursing program is probably a great program and it's #1, and we need to make sure we promote that, what is our enrollment growth capacity in that program? If we keep promoting join our nursing program, but we are already at capacity, we need to make sure we need to find out what can we do to increase capacity so that we actually grow enrollment. So that program inventory that we're doing, capacities versus enrollment, we hope to find out the areas in the college where we can actually see some enrollment growth immediately, and to plan for those programs that need to see some type of enrollment capacities. And eventually all of you will be receiving an enrollment funnel that will be provided to you, and that one will detail week to week where we are in terms of this year versus last year, and perhaps versus the last 3 or 4 years of enrollment, so that everybody has a snapshot on a weekly basis of where we're looking forward to.
Yeah, and that enrollment funnel starts with the inquiry. The moment we get an inquiry, the funnel begins. And so there's an entire process. And as we implement the CRM, the inquiry comes in and it starts to funnel itself through the CRM process. And of course, the CRM will probably take us about 2 years to fully implement. But once we get that going, it should really help us. But the idea is, imagine a funnel, right? And your inquiry starts here and we work up, right? We work down, right? We work down until you graduate. And so the idea is, how do we get you in the door? But we start you at inquiry, whether you're an 8th grader or you're a 4th grader or you're a junior or a senior. And the funnel will take different routes.
The larger funnel at the top, at the inquiry stage, the larger our enrollment and graduation stage at the bottom as we're narrowing them down the process.
So the pool narrows.
The pool narrows. So just a snapshot of where we are and where we are heading. So questions, comments?
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent presentation. Next item is 13B, safety presentation, Dr. David Ariasola and Mr. Javier Cano.
Good evening, members of the board, Dr. Ramirez, colleagues. I'm Dr. David Arzola, Vice President of Compliance and Risk Management here at Laredo College. We wanted to provide to all of you a quick update on some of the safety initiatives that we've been doing across campus. We have a monumental task in safety, and it's always changing, always trying to keep up with everything that's happening. We have on that team, we have a 2-person team. Mr. Javier Cano will introduce himself in a little bit, and we have Mr. Pedro Salinas as well, who's new to the team. Where we got there is, if you remember back in 2020 when we shut down the campus for COVID, and a lot of the employees from Camilo Prada were moved into the HFOP. Well, one particular employee enjoyed safety so much that he stayed behind, and he's been a great asset to the team since she got there. I wish we would have been here, but she had some other things going on. But I'll let Mr. Cano provide the update, and everyone introduce.
Thank you, Dr. David. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the board. To Mrs. Benavides, congratulations once again. David, congratulations. Again, as Dr. Arzola mentioned, we 2-man team. Again, we were very fortunate to have these wonderful employees support our emergency operations during the COVID response. And the department and our responsibilities have continued since then. So again, I do want to thank you all for allowing that to happen back then. And we were able to gain a very strong asset, which is in that employee, Ms. Salinas, that now is part of our team. Again, we continue to update our emergency operations, our safety and risk, our security here within the campus, the campuses. Back in September, the Texas State School Safety Center requested that we resubmit our emergency operations plans for review. We did get back that review with their suggestions and comments here a couple of weeks ago, and that was returned to us with no additional information being requested from us. They did have some suggestions that we are looking at and implementing into our emergency operations plan. As part of that emergency response and preparedness, we have established or developed a training. We started doing this training back in July for our employees. We've trained a little over 200 employees thus far. And this training includes fire safety, In this fire safety program that we teach, we demonstrate the use of a fire extinguisher. We have a live fire demonstration that we use. And employees get to use an actual fire extinguisher to extinguish that fire. So they get the real sense of what it feels like to be in that fire and use an actual fire extinguisher. The other training that we incorporated into this safety and safety training is first aid, CPR, AED. We do use a program called the Health and Safety Institute. And the employees again are certified through this program. In addition to that, we through Health and Safety Institute, they have a new program called Active Violence Emergency Response Training, or AVERT. And we've incorporated that training. It goes over stop the bleed programs. It really encourages and teaches the participants to think outside the box in an active threat situation. So again, we've had a lot of good feedback from our employees because it is very much a hands-on training experience that we go through throughout that entire process. So with the fire extinguishers, with the first aid, the CPR, the AEDs, and then with the AVERT, it really gives them a better sense of their situational awareness and then their response, their preparedness. So we're very happy about that training. We're going to continue. Again, our goal is to train, if not all our employees, as close to all as possible. But again, with 100% goal being our goal, right? 100% of our employees. We are doing a training this Friday for some other groups. Saturday, we're going to be doing our student organizations. I encourage y'all, if you want to stop by, please stop by and visit. We'll be doing training here at the occasion. So that can help us or participate in that. Some of the other things that we've incorporated into our emergency preparedness and our response, we've added more AEDs. So actually, we've doubled the amount of AEDs that we have here on campus. Again, as we continue to do this training for our employees, we're now able to offer them the device to have available should we ever need them. With that being said, we've supplied our campus police officers with AEDs as well. So when they do respond to a medical emergency, they have these AEDs with them. Bleeding control kits, we're increasing the amount of bleeding control kits that we have on campus. Again, because our employees have been trained and are going to continue to be trained, we now have them available for them to use. Evacuation chairs, we purchased an evacuation chair. Again, for should we need them, in 2 or 3 story buildings, we have the capability of using those. So again, we're doing that, and again adding to our equipment to be better prepared. I don't have it listed here in the presentation, but we did acquire a software called Campus Optics. Campus Optics is software that we can use to manage our safety assets. So all of our fire extinguishers, our exit signs, our fire doors, the AEDs, all this equipment that we have available to us, we're able to manage it better through this tool. So making sure that they have their annual inspections, making sure they're properly functioning, and have them on a schedule to make sure that they're always in compliance. So we're very happy about that. That particular program also allows us to upload our floor plans. So currently we're upgrading or we're updating all of our floor plans to include the emergency exits, emergency access and egress. We're able to have those within that platform, and then even share links with emergency responders so that they have access to those as well. Part of emergency preparedness and response, we continue to grow, right? We continue to see areas of improvement and working with our community partners to be better prepared, and that includes all of us. So that really concludes my portion of the training. I did include here some of the pictures of some of the training that we've done here on campus with some of our employees. Again, the feedback has been overwhelmingly positive. To get that hands-on experience, it really is next level.
Very good. Do we practice on a quarterly basis fire evacuation on how we are supposed to get out of a building in
We,
case?
we are currently, working on a plan to make these more frequent, yes. We're working on a plan to incorporate, building coordinators, again, offering them more training. While we're updating the emergency evacuation routes, again, being, updated on where the assembly points are, where the EMS would be and all this process that would take place in emergency preparedness.
Very good.
And for our staff, parents, you as well.
For staff and students is the plan, yes, ma'am. Absolutely, yes, ma'am.
Any other questions?
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very informative. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll talk real quick about this, one, which is the campus lighting, and you're gonna see it as you're, exiting the campus, later this evening. But we did work on a project with, AEP.
Good.
You know, initially anticipated to be a 12 to 18-month project. They replaced a little over 80 lights, individual lights in the exterior lighting. Some of those were upgraded to LEDs. And then campus, our physical plant folks did again upgrade the interior lighting, the interior of the campus. So that's evidence, their hard work is evident when you exit this building. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update on that. This did not cost the college, well, at least through the AEP portion, we did not spend a single dime. We did complete the project in within 4 months when it was initially anticipated to take 12 to 18 months. So within 4 months, I know that Dr. Ramirez, okay, we gotta get these right, and you know, again, we worked very well together, and they were able to get the items in, even though a lot of it was on back order, they were able to kind of front load some of those things, give us priority, and take care of that. So again, thank you to all.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Chair recognizes Mrs. Vela.
Yeah, I appreciate those lights because I taught nights for every year, every semester. And it was so dark and it was scary. So, thank you.
You're welcome. And you know, I don't want to share too much because there's still some unknowns in the future. But again, we always continue to see where we can improve.
Yeah.
Working with our community partners, our stakeholders, and improving on those things. So thank you again.
Thank
Good
you.
evening.
Anything else? I'll move to the next item, 13C. Notification of the serving of alcohol beverages at the Laredo Theater Guild International production of Anne at the Shoebox Theater as per Laredo College Board Community and Governmental Relations Policy GDA Local. Community use of college district facilities, conduct on college district premises. Dr. Melita Ramirez.
Yes, Madam Chair, thank you. The Laredo Theater Guild, as you all know, is using our Shoebox Theater for a show that's coming up. Typically, the LTGI offers usually on opening night and on closing day or somewhere in between there, they designate some time or a day where they will offer wine to their patrons. And so based on policy, it is my responsibility to either say yes or no, but I do need to inform the board that that I did give them permission to serve wine on their designated days of the particular shows that they wanted to do that at. They've turned into really nice partners. They're giving us tickets for our students to attend the show for free. They're really trying to plan their next shows to include auditions where our students can participate. And so I do think that it's a good partnership with LTGI. I also think that it adds a section to, or a cross-section for the cross-section of our students are then serviced through the Laredo Theater Guild for those that like the arts and those that want to attend those kinds of events. And so I just wanted to notify you that they will be serving alcohol in the shoebox. So I don't know if anyone has any questions. The request came from both Karen Mejia and Ms. Tammy Summers.
Chair recognizes Mr. Martinez.
Those of you that do not know are not aware as to who is the Shoebox Theater. The Shoebox Theater is the old auditorium, okay, which is right next to the what used to be the Trustees, and right now is frankly a warehouse in the manner of speaking. That was the old theater that Mr. Stanley Hielsen used to be very much involved as the director of the different plays and programs that were presented at the time the Laredo Junior College. So I'm very happy that, or glad to see that the Shoebox Theater now continues to be very much in use. So that's very good, Dr. Ramirez.
Thank you.
We used to have dances there too.
It's really nice.
It is like, it's really nice.
I got to perform in there for over the Christmas holidays, and so Ms. Garcia and I did. It's very nice, and the seating is nice, and they've done a lot to the interior of that facility. It looks really nice, and yes, so.
They have, I know Mrs. Miller and I toured it when they first opened to show us all the improvements that they did. Because they themselves did it at the Laredo Theater Guild.
Yeah.
They did it on their own and upgraded the whole inside part of the building. Brought in the seating arranged, the seats and everything. And it's very nice.
It's very nice.
Okay, thank you. The next item is 13D, campus police personnel and travel reports. Dr. Benita Ramirez.
Yes, Madam Chair, to close out the evening, I do have on the campus police report, an LC employee, was assaulted by another employee. And consequently, an arrest warrant was issued for the assault. There is an internal investigation that is also going on, and so, just wanted to make you aware of that. That's the only thing we have on our police report for the month of December.
May I also make some comments, Madam Chair?
Chair recognizes Mr. Martinez.
Thank you, ma'am. I want to compliment the finance department, Mr. Vela, and I'm sure you also had quite a bit to do with this very impressive annual report that actually is very comprehensive, quite extensive. And I'm sure that you had quite a bit involved in the presentation of this. What I have had a chance in this period, I obviously am very, very much impressed with it. And I want to compliment not only you, Mr. Vela, but also the individuals that were very much involved in this actual annual presentation for the 2022 annual financial report. So thank you very much, sir.
Chair recognizes Mr. Vela.
Good evening, Senator Vela, VP of Finance for the record. Judge, thank you, but this was a team effort, and I want to publicly acknowledge and thank the team, the finance office, by Ms. Linda Gomez, Director of Accounting, and her staff. They did an excellent job working with the auditors and making sure that the audit came out as it came out as a clean audit, and making sure that the finances of the college are in order.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
You're welcome.
All right.
Anything else, Dr.?
Yes, so I do have a few items to report on, and that was one of them, our audit, our clean audit, thanks to the business department and the leadership of Mr. Vela and his team, Linda Gomez and their team. But in addition to that, we provided you with some information of some of the things that have happened and have come up. One of the things the AEP has done an excellent job. So if any of you all see Tony Arce or some of his folks, please thank them, not only for the lighting, but for the continued support that he's given us in developing the lineman program with continuing education and all of the funding that he's provided there. We do have some lights still on campus that need to be replaced, but those are our lights. And so our physical plant department will have to replace those, and we're waiting for them to do that. So they're trying to schedule that out and get the lights in, because many are on back order. As you all know, everything's on back order. So we're trying to get that done, but a shout out to Tony Us and his team. Also, just so that you all are aware, we are hosting the WBCA museum for the entire celebration time. It is in the commander's house. There is availability for people to come in and visit the house. They have moved in. They did bring in all of the costumes and all of the memorabilia. It's all there. If you haven't had an opportunity to visit, I encourage you to do so. It really is nice, and they've done a nice job. I want to thank Carmelino Castillo and his team, and Dr. Ortiz and her team for helping us in setting up that exhibit on the college campus. Also coming up, we have, I'm going to try to get as many of these, the important ones in. There's a list on your desk, but the ones that are highlighted in yellow are on our campus. And so Fun Fest on February 10th, we have Noche de Cabaret with the LULAC 7, who has also been gracious in giving us a scholarship. But we have Fun Fest here on our campus, on the West Campus, on February the 11th. And then that evening, the Princess Pocahontas Council has leased our Martinez Fine Arts Center, and they're having their presentation here on our campus. So wanted to let you all know. On February the 15th, Viva George is a book by a local author, Dr. Elaine Peña, who's a tenured faculty member at George Washington University, but she's originally from Laredo, has written a book about the celebration. And so we're going to have a book signing on campus. We're encouraging all of our students and faculty and staff to join in on the fun. It is a really good book, and it brings to light a lot of the history of the celebration, which a lot of people don't know about. And so I do want to congratulate her on her book and its success. Also coming up, we have the truck driving pad ribbon cutting celebration. We're proposing the date of February 24th. I don't know if that date works for all of you or not. So if not, then we need to schedule another day, but we'd like to get the ribbon cutting done and on the calendar as soon as possible. There is a copy on your desk also of the what the plaque will look like, so that you know, check the spellings, make sure everybody's spelling is correct, and let us know if there are any changes that need to be made. March the 4th is our ACCT board retreat. We will be, that is the retreat that we won from ACCT. So the only cost to us and our board is the travel expenses of our presenter, but ACCT is paying for him to come down and do our training. And so we're working with him on the agenda. The 75th anniversary West End Diamond Roundup Gala is scheduled for March 24th. You heard we're doing really well with the table sales, but we still have tables available, so if anyone is interested, we ask you to please contact Dr. Ortiz and her team for that. A lot has happened. We've been in Austin quite a bit as part of different trainings, but most importantly for opening day of the legislature for Community College Day. During Community College Day, you heard our student leadership president speak to you all earlier. We've had 18 students at the Capitol on Community College Day last week. It was extremely successful. I'd like to thank our legislators who took the time to meet with our students and our staff. Senator Safadini, Representative Tracy King, and Representative Ryan Guillen took the time to meet with our students, take pictures with our students, and talk to them about the legislative process and what it means. And so we're very grateful to them for their time and their efforts. Representative King paid for lunch for our students and our staff, and we didn't even ask for it, he just did it. And so that was very kind of him to do that. Our students were very excited about that. It was a huge success. We're getting very positive feedback on the proposal of our new finance bill. More to come on that. The bill itself hasn't yet been filed, but it is almost in its final stages. And so as soon as the bill is filed, I will let you all know, and then we can start making our rounds again. Also coming up is Laredo Day in Austin. That's February the 7th. And Ms. Isabella and I will be traveling to that for the one night and then returning. This weekend, I will be out of town. I will be attending the Philosophical Society of Texas meeting in Austin, and I'll be inducted into the Philosophical Society, and so I will be gone for the weekend. So, thank you. A lot is going on our campus. I'm very proud of the work that all of our faculty and staff are doing. We had a great start. Our numbers are on the positive end. I think that there are still some issues that we need to continue to work on that we're aware of. We've got standard administrative procedures that we're going to start to put forth probably by next month. We're still working on meal plans for students, trying to get that project completed. The software is in. Mr. Castillo, Carmelino Castillo has been working on the software with Mr. Vela, and that's here. So that should probably unfold within the next few weeks. And so announcements will go out to students for that. There is some communication to me that came in just yesterday from a couple of students. They're having trouble having transportation to and from the South Campus to the West Campus and vice versa. I haven't had a chance to discuss that with the team yet, but we will discuss it on Thursday to try to come up with a better solution for our students and transportation. So much is happening. Most of you, I try to keep in the loop as often as I can. But I do want to thank the administrative team, the deans, the faculty and the staff. They're moving at a fast pace. Everybody's trying to keep up with all the changes, with all the new requirements. And certainly as we start to plan and prepare for assessments and evaluations that we have to do, because our 5th year review for SACS will be in 2025, and we want to be prepared for that. And lastly, as a reminder, for our retreat agenda, we gave you all a survey. If you don't mind giving that back to us as quickly as possible, we'd like to send that in to our consultant. So whatever you think might be of interest to you all for our consultant to make sure we cover on that day. We will be having that retreat on our campus. And so we'll send you all the details. I know in the past we've done it at different locations, but I'd like for you all to experience what our faculty and our students experience learning on our own campus. So we'll get that that information to you as soon as possible. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for your continued support. We're trying to continue on with the mission of our college, and it's a privilege to serve. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Dr. Ramirez. Just a little slight correction. Representative King paid for the soft drinks for the students. Tita Bella and myself paid for lunch for the students. So
I
thank
was
you.
not aware, but thank you, ladies. That was very sweet. Our
Yes,
students
we were
certainly
happy-
appreciated that.
We were happy to do that for our students. Thank you.
For you.
Yes, they really enjoyed it.
They did, they really did.
It was
all over the campus. They were.
If it should happen again, please include us. We'll be glad to pitch in.
Well, it happened really quick and we had to,
This worked out that way.
it just worked out that way, so.
It was really nice. The students actually.
Yeah. Schedule, just let us know and the rest of the board members can pitch in.
And one of the nice things about that is, I don't think we'd ever taken students to community college day. And so I think this opportunity was a huge opportunity for many of our students. I know that one of the students that we took is one of our adult learners and is a former student of Mrs. Garcia. And, you know, they had an incredible time and, maybe at our next board meeting, Mr. Castillo, we can have some of the students give their impressions of that. I think it would be impressive for all of us. Those are the kinds of opportunities we need to provide our students. And certainly we want to do more of that. So I appreciate the support for that.
Thank you, Dr. Ramirez. Number 14 is our next meeting date. It'll be Thursday, February the 23rd, 2023, 6 p.m. regular Board of Trustees meeting. Number 15 is adjournment. Do I have a motion? So I have a motion by Mr. Delgado. Second by Mr. Martinez. Any discussion? None heard. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Meeting adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.